com. I'm here today with a little trade on the Cantor exchange. Still, finding my way around this exchange and working around the uh, platform. Here's my strike right here.
Crosswalk, strong, uptrend.
You can see it's 107.35, and I got in on an at the money. Pretty much, maybe it was a little bit below this strike, but I got in there, and that's why, because of the way 0 to 100 options work, that's why I got in uh, at such a good price, and the market has rebounded from that number. You can see that rebound there, and so far this puppy here is now very much in the money. You can see that our clock, this is our little timer here, winding down. Anything can happen in the market, but right now we're in the money on this. In fact,
Crosswalk, strong,
right now,
uptrend.
if I so desired, I could sell this, which I bought at 51 cent, and I could sell it right now for like 79. I've seen it a little higher. And that's a great thing about trading 0 to 100 options, binary options like what's available on the Cantor exchange. Many instances, mostly what you'll see, EU style are fixed returns, but the returns are going to be at like 70%. There is a potential here because I purchased at 51 cent, there's a potential of 49 cent if I hold this to expiry, and that's very close, very close to a full 100% return if I held to expiry. But again, no pun intended, I have the option of
Crosswalk,
selling
strong,
right
uptrend.
now. You can see at could
Crosswalk,
have been as
strong,
high as
uptrend.
84 cent. Um, I'm gonna talk just a sec about why we got into this trade, and then I'll pause and we'll see what happens, or if I decide to sell this trade early. It's in my mind. It's rather important to always weigh what's going on to take advantage of all of the opportunities you have when trading a 0 to 100 style binary options, and one of those is the ability to simply exit early with profits. If if you're already
Crosswalk,
up on
green,
the trade,
uptrend.
I like to use my calculations. Like, for instance, right here, now we're seeing 85. There was only 15 cent left potential on the trade. A lots of times it's kind of confusing. Sometimes you'll say, well, I'm only net, um, let's say I'm only net 34 cent profit. This isn't how I look at it in my mind. My thought process is more like there's only 15 cent left to be made on the trade. And why am I going to sit around the rest of the time of this option when I could just capture the profit that's already there? And honestly, once I've executed this option and got out, then that'll mean whatever is here, whatever I originally laid down on the table, that's back liquid again for me. So it's not just about capturing profits, it's also about keeping whatever you've laid on the table for the option. Let's look a little bit, look at a little bit of why we got into this trade. Here's a real simple chart right here. Um, this is a resistance line. This is a resistance line. Immediately when I came to sit down at this chart, I could tell because we were hitting and breaking these resistance lines that we're actually positive on the day. All three of these candles here, one, two, three, these
Crosswalk.
represent
Gray.
the
Downtrend.
colors of the candles. All three candles were pointing up. Two out of three on the Heikin. We This is just a minute chart, so there's going to be a lot of noise here, but we can see Heikin pointing up. At the time that I got into the bet, we were oscillating up on our um, crosswalk indicator, which I use for gauging my momentum. We were very close. We were below the strike, but we were very close to the strike. So, that's another thing that called me into the trade. Now, that's essentially why I got into the trade. I'm going to pop over to Cantor. We're going to see what kind of pricing we have here because I don't like to leave anything on the table, guys. When you've done the
Crosswalk.
work
Weak.
and
Uptrend.
had the hypothesis and got into a trade that's profitable, sometimes one thing that a lot of guys will forget is you've done the work. Take the reward for the work. Exit early. Take everything that is positive uh, about trading uh, US style 0 to 100 binary options and use that to your advantage. If we can drop a little more here, I may just exit this already, and just take what I have right there. Didn't get out where I wanted. I wanted the 12, but I'll take what they gave me. And that's it, guys. These are a lot of
Crosswalk. Strong. Uptrend.
options that are not available when trading EU style options. Originally, I got in at 51 cent. There was a potential there of way more than 70-cent return. There's the option there to sell early at a profit. I could care less what's going to happen at the end of this option. And in reality, there's 10 minutes left in the option. I've already exited with profit. I was only in the option for let's call it maybe 15 minutes. I don't even think, yeah, 15 or 20. Let's call it about 15 or 20 minutes. Some of that time I've been spending talking to you guys. So there's a lot of options, no pun on the word, available in trading 0 to
Crosswalk.
100.
Gray.
The
Downtrend.
difference is when you have enough time, then the product is tradable, and there's that flexibility to actually trade rather than just getting into a more traditional binary option and only having that all or nothing, no flexibility to trade out of an option parameters available to you. There was a lot available there, and I just wanted to take this and give you guys an idea of some of the some of the positive things of trading 0 to 100 options, trading on an exchange, CFTC regulated exchange like the Cantor exchange. And again, the logic and the thought process, just putting our noggin together and looking at where's momentum going, where's momentum going,
Crosswalk. Gray. Downtrend.
trading above our little moving average here. Just a simple theoretical option. And also, lastly, just a part of my thought process when I got into the option at that 51 cent, I really, I probably had the idea more so than anything that I was going to sell before the expiry because, again, it's an option on something like the Cantor exchange. Okay, guys, I hope that this is giving you guys lots of ideas. Um, Trying to show some different utilities of the crosswalk indicator in real time. It's just a way to gauge momentum and
Crosswalk.
using
Trade
that with
downtrend.
your noggin to put together a trade idea. See you guys on the next video. Once again, this is Alfred from BinaryOptionsTutor.com.